first to turn on your Zoom
Okay,
recorder.
welcome everybody. We're going to get started here learning about the Zoom recorder. It's pretty useful because you are able to record either with the dictation microphones here, with an external microphone that's plugged into the back right there where it says external mic. You would use that for a shotgun mic with a long cord. Those are in the cases that we have here at the school. And then also you can record on these two channels here in the bottom with XLR microphones or a 1/4-inch TRS plug. So whether it's coming from a soundboard or even from an instrument, you can record from. This in the middle is for the power, and we do often run out of batteries. There are 2 AA batteries, and they are right here underneath this case. The other thing to understand is that the cards that you put in here, when you put a new card in, the Zoom recorder tries to format it. So it will say now loading for a very long time. And we found that with larger cards, it takes a longer time to get through this menu. So think ahead when you're doing that, okay? So we are waiting for it to finish up. Let's have our student here show us where the power button is. And we're not going to turn it off, but they're on the side, the controls are on the side, and what you do is you go and you slide that to the left, and then it will pop back up and it will turn on for you. You can also see over here there is a volume. The volume is to control the headphones, and you can see the headphones are plugged in, some blue headphones here, and that's to control the headphone volume. Let's look at the other side. On the other side is the controls for the record level, which we're going to get to in a little bit, and then the menu button, and then also there is a scroll wheel that allows you to scroll through windows, and then you're able to also go and push on that scroll wheel to select the menu. Last thing is the door here where you put in the SD card, you can see. Let's see if we're turned on yet. And sometimes this does take quite a while, especially when you put a card in that has not been used. So I'm going to pause the video here and we'll pick up as soon as we get started. Okay, so we have woken up and we see that there is different icons here that are telling us that it's ready to go. In the upper right hand corner you can see that there's a battery icon that shows how much battery there is. And in the upper left you can see a square, which means we're not recording, okay? So over here on the left hand side where you see these different buttons, we're going to use this microphone today just to test it out. And to use that or the external microphone, whether you're plugged in, you choose as an input the top button there lit up that is red on the left. It's called mic. Now if you wanted to use a XLR microphone or a line out from a soundboard or maybe something from a computer or an instrument, you could go and plug them into either 1 or 2, and then you can choose channel 1 or channel 2. And I believe that you can go and you can do them both. Hey guys, can you keep your voice down a second? It's a little loud over there, thanks. Yeah, no problem. So what we're going to do then is we're going to go and we have our input selected, and now we will go and we will set up our level. So when we're ready to record, we'd always hit the record button once and it's going to flash. So go ahead and do that. Okay. Now what it's doing is it's asking you to sound check, and as you've learned, the sound bars should be bouncing in between -12 and -6. Now if it's too loud, we're going to do it anyway. It's almost right, looks a little bit over level to me. So we're going to look on the side for the control that says record level. And that's, go ahead and pick it up and look for that and show us. There you go, record level. So we're going to adjust that record level up or down in order to fix the level. So let's see. As you do that, I'll just keep on talking. So as you push that, you can see the mic level right now is set very high, and we want those peaks to be bouncing in between -12 and -6, and really -10 is like ideal. So you want your peaks to be in there, and that looks like a good level right there. So notice in the upper left hand corner that it's flashing a pause symbol, okay? It knows that we are ready to go and record, and we are going to we'll be ready to record as soon as we hit that flashing record button again. So go ahead and hit that. And this should be recording now. You can see where it says mono.000.wav. So we're recording in wave format right now. A much smaller file is an MP3 file, and we can get into that later. There's a button there that allows you to switch that WAV MP3. But the important thing here is that we're seeing the file name. So you want to write that down, that file name, so that you can retrieve this file on the card. In the upper left-hand corner of the screen, you can see that there is a circle, and that means that we are recording, and you can see the time code is rolling as well. All right, so you can also listen to this through your connected headphones, and you adjust that volume over here with the volume control. So that adjusts your headphone volume, and this adjusts your record level. So let's go and stop this recording, and when we do that, it's gonna stop, and you see the stop icon in the upper left, and you can see we're still on that same file name, all right? So in your sound report, what you would do is you would write down that file name, and then you would go and make notes. In this case, it would be Mr. Bomboy explains how to use the Zoom recorder, okay? So let's go and actually pull the headphones and see if we can hear it. So let's go and hit play, and hopefully the external speakers will be able to hear it. And you can kind of hear what's going on. Through headphones, it's going to be a lot better. We can turn up the volume on the left-hand side, and that will allow us to hear it more clearly. So you can hear that it's recording. Again, that's going to be a lot better if you do that through the headphones. Go ahead and hit stop. Now let's say we are ready for that. I would always do a test when we're starting to record. And let's say that we are ready now to go and do our final recording. So let's get a new recording going. All we have to do is hit the record button. We already know our level is set. It's flashing, and notice that the file name changed to mono.001. And so as soon as we're ready to roll, when the director says action, or actually before that, when the director asks you to roll the cameras and the audio, you hit record, and you monitor this through your headphones, and now we're recording our second track, okay? And this one should be the nice clean one. And that's pretty much it. Hit stop. Last thing is, if you wanted to navigate through the menus on the side here, there is a control for menu, and it has a, that's right, and it brings up this. I'm gonna try to get both, that's right. And you can use the wheel next to it. The wheel allows you to select. So right now we're in folder 1, go up to folder and push on the wheel. And that it's just saying, where do you want to save this? What folder? Okay, we're in folder 1, we'll select that. And it'll bring you back to this menu. Now go down to file. And push on that. And saying, which file do you want to listen to? And there's our 2 files. So we'll select the second one. And it brings us back to, and you can do this, you can select it, rename it, you can mark it, you can put info on it, you can delete it. I don't know why you would delete it, but choose select, and that brings us back to listen to this file again. Okay, that's pretty much all you need to know about the Zoom recorder.